What if I told you that to hold a conversation, you don't even need to speak that much? When we think about a conversation, we usually think about a back and forth from one person to another. And why, yes, it is like that. Being an introvert speaking to an extrovert, it can be slightly different. Let's take the example of me and my best friend, for example. I'm a good listener, and I'm an introvert. He's a good yapper, and he's an extrovert. Now, when we go out, he's speaking like 80% of the time. The 20% of the time I speak, I'm usually saying either a short sentence, a statement, or I'm asking him questions on what he said. Now that is what I mean by the title of this video. No, it's not clickbait. Obviously, you can't keep a conversation going if you literally zip your mouth. But you don't have to speak as much as you think you do. That's the thing. You can still hold and you can still have a pretty good conversation if you don't speak that much. If you just ask good, interesting questions. And that's the thing. It's literally a principle in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. There's literally a chapter about that, about asking questions. Because when you ask questions, you seem interested in what the person is saying. And when someone is interested in us, it shows that they like us. So naturally, we'll like them back. So this makes people like you more. Now, you don't have to do this with your best friend. I just gave that as an example. But you can do this with anyone basically, even if it's someone you want to speak to or you kinda know, but you're not that comfortable with. Just ask them a question, bro. It's a good exercise because it gets you out of your comfort zone. But it's also good because you initiated the conversation. You took that initiative, which is a very good practice when getting out of your bubble, when getting out of that shyness prison. And it also relieves the pressure of you speaking. You can ask a question pretty quickly. Then it's up to them to answer. Then you can ask another question to their answer, or you can just add to it. It's literally not that complicated. They answer, and your response could be a question on what they said, or a statement to add to it. Now, bonus tip. I believe it was Vin Jiang, I believe his name is. He's like a really good speaker. And once I remember watching a video of his, and he said, when you speak, give different points to which someone can add to. Let's say I'm speaking to someone, and I say, I'm going to play football. That's it. It's kind of hard for them to carry on the conversation, so it probably just ends. But let's say I'm going to play football because I haven't played in quite a long time because I've been busy. I'm going to play with some friends that I haven't seen in a couple of months. There you have different things that they can add to. Number one, you're going to play football. That's nice. That's amazing. You haven't played in a long time. Why have you been busy? What friends haven't you seen in 2 months? And why haven't you seen them in so long? Look at these compared to just football. You see what I'm getting at? It's like, bro, when you're climbing a tree or you're rock climbing, something more normal, it's much easier to go higher if there are more branches and more like rocks to grab onto. It's as simple as that. If you have a big tree and it literally doesn't have any branches, it's like one of those Minecraft trees. You can't climb it unless you're literally a monkey. You're like hug the tree and you climb with your legs. But take a tin tree, for example. It has branch. I'll probably put up a picture. It's much easier to climb it because first, I can hold on to this branch. Then I can put my leg. And there's another branch or like another ledge on here. It's the same, but for conversations. Give them things to grab onto. Because if you're just boring, it's like you're trying to relieve the pressure of speaking. They spoke to you, then you go in panic mode. What can I say? What can I say? And you just end up making it worse. It's like when you get the ball and you just get rid of it straight away because you're scared to lose it. But that puts the other person, that puts your teammate in a bad situation. So that's why the conversation ends most of the time. Because they have nothing to add on to. You're not early, you're not late, you're just on a different timeline. See you, bro.